Welcome to episode 84 of Timm Talk, the podcast at the DC animated universe co-created by Bruce Timm. I'm Chris Lord.
I'm Cameron Dexter.
And in a surprising twist, I have written down no news.
And I have all of the news.
Have all of the
I
news.
hold all of the power in this week's podcast, Chris. I control the pacing, the topics.
Does this mean I don't have to work as hard?
Oh no, you still have to edit.
Oh no!
Yeah, oh god, I'm not doing that shit.
The funny thing is, actually, it's been a while since we've recorded
It's
a normal
been
episode.
3 weeks
Yeah.
since we recorded an episode.
Yeah, because we recorded Mad Love super early, and then we've been packed with random movies that have come out.
Yes.
Some better, some worse.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys have all listened to our hot takes on Solo and Deadpool 2.
Deadpool 2.
Yep. Yeah, those were films.
But now we're back. We're back to what we normally talk about.
Everything but Batman.
That's so damn true.
Yes.
Actually, because I don't think we even really have any Batman news this week. I think it's pretty much everything else,
Well,
right?
I have a little bit of Batman news.
What's
it's
the
kind of
Batman
offhand
news?
Batman news. So Lego just announced, because I don't know if you play the games, but they just announced the
love
Lego
the games.
Supervillain game is coming out this October.
Ooh, that's right.
Yeah. The trailer came out for it this morning. It looks amazing.
It does.
I mean, I'm a big sucker for those games. Like, I have been since the Star Wars games.
They're consistently pretty damn fun.
Yeah, they know exactly what they want to be, and they do it perfect.
Yeah, and like they don't. I mean, you can put a good amount of hours in, especially if you want to do like 100% complete. But they're games you can actually get that level of completion done, and it's all it's all fun and entertaining. It's all puzzles and stuff like that. It's never super challenging.
Right.
Yeah.
It makes you feel like you're good at video games.
I know.
Playing those games. But this is a nice little twist because it's something we've talked about a lot over the past few episodes, or over the past few weeks, of just like, we want to be the supervillains and we want to see the supervillain side of stories.
They have more fun.
Yeah. So the trailer, from what we see, Joker, Harley, others.
Other assorted DC villains.
Yeah, and then the big push in this is you get to make your own supervillain.
Oh, that's
from
right.
the looks of it. So I'm excited.
What power is you going to give your supervillain, Cameron?
Well, so they did like a carousel, kind of, not carousel, like they did the thing where they show your character and they'll flip through the different outfits that it can be.
Is that not a carousel?
I guess it's a carousel.
Let's just say it's a carousel.
Sure.
Yeah.
A flip book of sorts. But in the flipping, there were two that really caught my eye. I saw Polka Dot Man's outfit in there, and I saw my favorite supervillain,
The Condiment King?
the Condiment King's outfit was in there. So of course I have to play as the Condiment King if I'm gonna play that game.
Oh my god, no, it must be done.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the Condiment King. That is one of my cosplay dreams.
Oh, you have to.
I will.
I told you what I'm gonna try and do for this Comic-Con, right?
What?
I'm gonna try and be a speed racer.
Oh, what? Oh, that's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be so perfect.
Yeah, so I just started looking for like little pieces this weekend. Because trying not to wait till last minute, but I'm sure
It's gonna be the last minute.
Yeah, it's gonna all come in last minute. But yeah, we had that come out today. This is all pretty much news that came out this morning. So probably the most up to date we're ever gonna be.
That's true, actually. Yeah, unless we ever record an episode on a Tuesday morning,
No.
this is the closest we're gonna get.
No. So in tangential news, we got the poster for Lego Batman 2.
Oh, I actually missed that.
It's just a poster, so we don't really get anything special. But you see the whole gang back together. Did you watch Ninjago?
No.
Okay, I did.
No, of course you did.
And it, I watched it for Kumail. Like I'll do it for him.
Kumail.
He was great. He was great. Jackie Chan was great. Movie was subpar. So I'm excited for another Lego movie to kind of bring it back. Because I have faith in the main franchise.
I think so. Yeah, but I don't think it's Lord and Miller though, right?
I don't think it is either.
I forget who it is. I'm bringing up the poster right now because I missed it today. Let me see what we got going on here. They come in pieces. So clever. What's this character? I've never seen this character before.
I don't know. I think is he part of the Mars set?
I think he's original.
Okay.
I don't know. He kind of looks like Mega Man. Actually, no. He kind of looks like
Don't tease me like that.
Was it Tom? What was the guy from Toonami?
Oh yeah, Tom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he definitely does look like Tom. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Mm-hmm. It's directed by Mike Mitchell and Trisha Gum.
I don't know who those people are.
Mike Mitchell also did great start. Shrek Forever.
Okay.
Shrek Forever After.
Right. It's a movie.
Monsters vs. Aliens.
I heard that was actually pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. This one. Okay. There we go. That's better. He did Trolls, which I loved.
The one that came out recently with Anna Kendrick. Okay. I heard that was actually pretty decent. I never saw it.
Chris.
What?
He did Sky High.
He did Sky. Oh, I love Sky High.
My heart. Yeah. He's kind of have his whole list isn't great. He did a few episodes of Kablam. That's awesome.
Right on.
Kind of dipping a little below the Great Line. He did.
Just stopped at Sky High.
I should have. He did Deuce Bigelow, Male Gigolo.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I remember
Rob Schneider.
That had its moments.
Don't try and save that movie.
I think it did.
She did Shrek Forever After, Alvin and the Chipmunks, Chipwrecked, the worst of the Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Well, I mean, that's a pretty low bar to start.
Yeah. SpongeBob the movie, Sponge Out of Water, kind of the worst SpongeBob.
Okay.
But then Trolls. So he's coming up.
So, like, fluctuating quality, but, like, well enough that maybe we can be a little bit hopeful on this one.
Yeah.
Did Lord and Miller write it?
Do
they have any involvement other than just as, like, producers? I mean, they were probably busy making the Star Wars movie that got taken away from them.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, they both have screenwriter credit.
Okay. Well, you know what? In Lord and Miller we trust, and I suppose in their cohorts we have some form of faith.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'm excited for that. I obviously love Legos.
Yeah.
I had another Lego build.
2 sets behind my back right now.
3 actually.
3 sets behind me.
Yeah. Well, I had to get the Thor's weapon quest or whatever the hell it's called because it comes with hottest Thor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Current
Sleeveless
Thor.
Thor.
Yeah. Sleeveless short hair Thor with the big axe blade.
Yeah.
Hottest Thor. And then I had to get the 68 Mustang because it's a 68 Mustang.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful. And then I was super excited for the new Ant-Man and the Wasp set because it just looked amazing. And it is.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I had to get those.
You have to.
I had to.
They're beautiful.
What was I supposed to do with my life?
I don't know.
Read a book?
I read a book this weekend.
I know you did. I'm so proud of
about
you.
that later.
So proud of you, Cameron.
It's called Character Development, Chris.
Are you having an arc?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
My character of the podcast is having an arc.
I don't think I am though. Does that mean I'm just staying stationary?
No, it means you're the antagonist.
Oh shit! Wait, this all makes sense now,
doesn't it? I'm the underdog.
Oh my god! I always want to be the villain.
Yeah, you are on your own podcast.
Yay! The villains have more fun.
They do. So we got the Lego Movie 2 trailer poster. We got a Wreck-It Ralph trailer that dropped this morning.
Yes, I just watched it.
It's just a giant Disney boner.
Yeah, so it does seem very self-serving.
Oh, that wasn't even the half of it.
What?
So I saw this clip and an extended version of this clip back in July at D23. And it's just like the biggest like Bob Iger, arms wide open, just like legs spread, just like look at what I've done.
Oh
look
God.
at my empire.
Oh
So it was like maybe 3 or 4 minutes of dialogue between Vanellope and the princesses that we got to see back then.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like, it's so wonderfully self-serving, and I hate myself for loving it as much as I do.
God. I mean, it does. It looks like it's self-serving, but also self-aware enough that maybe it won't be quite so bad.
Mm-hmm.
I get that they had to set up that they were going to like the Disney world of the internet.
Yeah.
Right there in the trailer, but to put it in the trailer also seems super masturbatory.
Mm-hmm.
But then at the same time they do it, it looks like fun and playful about it. So.
Yeah, and I think they really just wanted to push like the princess scene because that's what everyone's been talking about since July.
Sorry, I'm switching out headphones as you talk.
Oh, you're fine. Yeah, because that was like the big announcement in July was all of the original voice actresses came back for the princesses.
Those that are alive.
Yes, minus Snow, Aurora, and Cinderella.
Oh, that did nothing. These are completely dead. I'm having all kinds of technical issues today.
We're doing fine. All of the princesses came back to reprise their roles, which is amazing. And like those those photos were released back in July. So I think they just needed to show that they're in the movie. They're not going to play a big part, I don't think. I think this is like a small segment.
Oh, I'm sure it's a scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the whole Disney, like Oh My Disney area is just like a 5-minute segment of the
Well,
movie.
because they hit everything else too. Like
Because you don't even see the villain in the.
That's true. Yeah, and we see lots of other parts of the internet. We see like Snapchat and Twitter. I'm trying to think what else we saw in there.
Grindr.
I was gonna say, do you think we're gonna see?
Oh, for sure.
Disney version of Grindr?
No, absolutely not.
It's just a sea of torsos.
Just very fit.
That would actually be very funny if like you pass by and it's like just the Grindr building or something like that. And it's just several stories and every window all it is just a headless torso.
Well, the subplot of the movie is going to be Fix It Felix walks by that and he gets body issues. He gets self-image issues. So at the end of the movie, he has to save Ralph, and he comes looking like this hulking monster.
He goes to Peanut X Land, off in the corner, and just
Fitbit Studios.
Gets swole AF.
Oh yeah. There was an episode of in the first Fairly Odd Parents movie, Abracatastrophe. Cosmo does that.
I think I remember that.
Where he watches 7-second abs, and he comes back just like super ripped. I loved it. Oh god, Abracatastrophe and Channel Chasers might be my two favorite TV movies that I can think of right now.
Oh my god,
they're so. Abracatastrophe is so well done, and then Channel Chasers, like I brought up many times before, I love the like alternate art styles in a series.
Oh right, yeah,
yeah, and it's ending it in Dragon Ball Z. Like you can't top that. You can't top anything being.
What if it ended it in Avatar?
Avatar didn't exist yet.
Last Airbender.
I know, it didn't exist yet.
Okay.
Yeah, Channel Chasers 2003, Avatar started 2004.
I stand humbly corrected.
2005, yeah.
I will retire to my corner in shame.
Please do, villain.
After
and then the last piece of news I'm just going to blow through because it's really news for me, just to get me excited and get my hopes up again for just the last 20 times. Tara Strong tweeted out.
Oh, right.
My heart can't take much more of this. I've been waiting 12 years, Chris.
I know, Cameron.
Tara Strong.
Let it out.
Tara Strong tweeted out that if Teen Titans Go to the Movies does well enough in theaters, that the original showrunners said that they might bring back Teen Titans Season 6 and kind of have it as a parallel universe to the Teen Titans Go.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it's totally a ploy to get, the old school fans to come back.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I want it so badly. Like I said, they've been teasing me for so long.
But maybe, I don't know, it's a possibility. Like, they're reviving everything these days.
That's true.
What might actually make that a little bit hard to do is the fact that we're getting a revival of Young Justice.
So I was just
already
thinking about that, and I could see it being the not mid-season, but the summer switch, where Young Justice will be 24 episodes.
But it's very nearly the same cast of characters.
Shh. Well, I mean, technically, Teen Titans Go is the same voice cast.
Well, yeah, but I meant it was still Teen Titans Go is still on air. Like, they're still doing new episodes at this
believe
point?
so.
Okay, I thought I was meant more with Young Justice, that it's basically the same cast. So I
mean, it's just Robin and Beast Boy,
right? But it's still it's a little bit, you know what I mean? It's a little bit too close. I mean, look, I would love to see that come back, but I'm gonna be the cynic here. I'm gonna crush your hopes and dreams because I'm the villain.
Oh yeah, that's something new, something new for this podcast. But yeah, so who knows? I mean, it's gonna be a no. I know it's gonna be a no. But
one must keep hope alive.
I can still believe.
You can dream.
If you can dream it, you can do it. So that's all the news I have.
Well, good. I got nothing.
Cool.
That's all I had. But yeah, so we're talking about chemistry this week. We're talking about Beware the Creeper this week.
Yes.
What did you think? So we're getting close to the end here of the new Batman Adventures. We have one episode left.
Oh, my heart.
So what I think we'll do for next week is we'll do Judgment Day, the last episode, and then we'll do our short list for the new Batman Adventures.
Okay.
Because that in and of itself is actually a potentially lengthy topic.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because there's a lot of really good episodes, not many stinkers, but a lot of middle ground ones too. So that'll be an interesting little conversation. But we're closing in the end here. I feel like I have more questions for you in regards to Beware the Creeper. Some
You don't have any questions about chemistry?
Well, I mean, what did you? So you had not seen this before.
I've not.
One
I've not
presumes.
seen either of these before.
So I mean, what did you think this is gonna? Where did you think this was gonna go when you saw right away that like Bruce was leaning towards getting married? That's what happens in this episode.
Yes,
Bruce gets married.
Yeah, Bruce gets married. Bruce hangs out the mantle of Batman briefly for like a day.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So at first I assumed Mad Hatter was the villain.
Oh, okay.
Until I saw the green eyes.
Oh, okay.
Because the husband. So the episode starts off with them at someone else's wedding.
Veronica Freeland. Yeah, which I don't think we'd seen her yet in New Batman Adventures. Not that I recall. Unless maybe she have a brief cameo appearance somewhere. But no, I'm thinking of
the news reporter, Summer.
No, yeah, I know. I was thinking of the not Harley's Day Off, whatever. The episode where Harley tries to go get reformed and she like runs into Veronica.
Yeah,
but that's that's BTOS. But yes, no, she's getting married to Michael, voiced not Veronica Freeland, Michael, voiced by Tim Matheson, which I was excited to see. Have you seen Animal House?
Yes.
So he's Otter.
Which one's Otter?
Otter was kind of like the leader of the house who slept with the dean's wife.
Got it.
Who had the medical bag full of sex toys. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was gonna say I remember two people from that movie. There was the leader, and then there was what's
John Belushi's character.
Yeah, is it an animal? Bluto. That's yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the only two I remember.
I've seen that movie way too many times.
I'm a zit.
Yeah. Get it?
Get it?
So I was like 10. Just terrible. Terrible idea.
Great.
But yeah, so he was in that. He was also, this is a really random one. He was the villain in a very Brady sequel, masquerading as, what's the mom's name?
Here's the story of a man named Brady.
Doesn't matter. It'll come to us. It'll come to us later. Yeah, masquerading as her presumed dead husband to try and steal like the like horse statue. There's always in the back, like the background decoration. Of the
foolproof plan.
Foolproof plan. I remember so much about that movie. Really enough, I've only seen it once, but it was like
Mary. No, that's one of the daughters, right?
You're thinking of Marsha, Jan, and Cindy were the daughters,
right?
I don't remember the mom's name, but no, like he shows up and he talked about his face was different because he got stepped on by an elephant and had reconstructive surgery. And I think the whole thing was set in Hawaii because that's what you always do when you're doing a sequel to a kid's movie is you jump to another location.
Carol,
thank you. And there's also this subplot about Greg and Marsha like having the hots for each other because because
that's what everyone makes fun of.
Yeah, they both move up into the like the attic and like they're trying to like share the space because they were like acknowledging that was the whole thing from the show was like there was all this sexual chemistry and they like tried to poke fun at it.
Everyone makes fun of that.
Yeah, but I remember as a kid just thinking like I guess I wasn't like smart enough to get the subtext what they were trying to do. So I'm like this is just weird. This is almost as weird as Clueless when Cher ends up with her stepbrother.
Yeah. Which they're doing, probably just talk about this off air, but I'm just going to brag about it anyway because we're in LA.
Right, of course.
Rockwell is doing a Clueless musical. Yeah.
Are we going?
Of course.
Okay,
it
good.
Starts, I think it just started.
We have to go.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So excited.
I know.
Also, apparently, tangent upon tangent, apparently Jeff Goldblum with his jazz band, he's releasing his first album.
I saw.
Yes. Because have you gone to see him?
I've not yet.
Oh my God. Whenever he hasn't been there for a bit. I mean, he's been off, I think, shooting movies, doing press tours. Mm-hmm. But whenever he comes back up again, I know Jonathan really wants to go. And so we'll get a group. We got to go because it's so much fun. The man is just impossibly charming.
I know.
He's everything you want out of a Jeff Goldblum.
Good.
He is peak Jeff Goldblum.
Good.
All of the time. Which is amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do that.
How do you be you all the time?
But I mean, no one is Jeff Goldblum. Though.
I know.
Like, you can't even just say Jeff.
No, you have to.
I
say
imagine his friends don't call him Jeff.
No, they have to call him Jeff Goldblum.
Okay.
I was even going to say like Jeffrey. No, that's
no, it doesn't.
Wrong.
Yeah, Goldblum. No, it's got
you can't shorten.
It's got to be the whole name.
Yeah,
there's no other way around it. I guess you could call him Dr. Ian Malcolm too.
Yeah,
to his face.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone does.
Yeah,
all his friends.
Or David Levinson. Again.
Or Nick Kroll's dad.
To his face. Oh. That's the best one.
I love that so much.
It's actually a very hard sound to do.
It is. For the people who don't understand that reference, in
Go
the
watch
show
The
The
League.
League,
Yeah.
there's 3 episodes where Jeff Goldblum plays Nick Kroll's dad.
Yeah.
And they're so...
Ruxin's dad.
Yes. And like the chemistry between those 2 actors...
It's amazing.
They play off each other so well. And it's like, I just want a movie of that.
It's one of the most brilliant bits of casting I think has ever been done.
Yeah.
In film or television.
Yes.
Kind of like casting Tim Matheson as Michael Vreeland in this.
Look at that.
Brought it right back around.
Look at it.
But yeah, so Bruce is at the wedding. He, of course, would catch the garter belt.
Of course.
Of course. Did you happen to see who voiced Susan, his potential bride-to-be?
I thought I wrote it down, but I did not. So no.
Linda Hamilton.
From the musical Hamilton?
Yes. It's about her, about Linda Hamilton, about how she was just a no-known actress who I think had maybe done Beauty and the Beast at the time, who was cast in the James Cameron classic Terminator.
Got it.
Who then went on to become one of the greatest on-screen heroines of all time, Sarah Connor, especially in Terminator 2.
Yeah.
Judgment Day. And then she's been in tons of other shit too. But Linda Hamilton.
Yeah.
Love Linda Hamilton.
I loved when Lin-Manuel played her. All right, I'm done. That was dumb. I'm done.
He could play anybody.
He could.
Yeah.
Him and Meryl Streep, their range is infinite.
Yeah. Actually, as far as I know, I think Meryl Streep once played Lin-Manuel Miranda playing Linda Hamilton, which is just amazing levels of detail and craft.
Yeah, I think that's in Mamma Mia too.
It is. Here we go again.
Here we go again. So excited.
Yeah, so Bruce catches the garter and gets paired up with Susan, who got the bouquet.
Mm-hmm.
That's a thing that happens at weddings.
Yeah, and then he immediately proposes.
Yeah, it's like days later.
Yeah, days later they're on his yacht and he proposes.
But you know, there were some little details in there that I really liked. I liked that when he's out on patrol with Robin, he's like clearly dreaming of like daydreaming and thinking about Susan, and he's smiling, and just like even Robin's like, "What the hell are you doing, man?" So
how dare you be happy?
Yeah, so I like that. I like that he's like a little bit reckless and a little bit careless in that moment, and I also really like that when he does decide he's going to propose to Susan, he tells everyone in the Batcave. I think that is only one of 2 times all 4 characters are together.
Okay.
I think it's just here and maybe the end of Sins of the Father. Was Barbara there? I don't remember.
She was not there.
Okay, she was, I think, in the comic adaptation.
Okay.
So I think this is the only time all 4 of them are ever on screen
That's
together.
awesome.
Yeah, because otherwise they're usually paired off in 2s or 3s.
Mm-hmm.
And then they all appear in Over the Edge, but never together.
Right. In this scene, especially in chemistry, that was I think this was the best scene in the episode.
Oh, I
Easily.
agree. Did you happen to catch the little musical cue that chimed in? So, my God.
I watched this 3 weeks ago. I thought we were doing this with Mad Love.
Oh, someone just read the calendar.
I did. You hadn't updated it then.
Oh, someone just updated the calendar. Villain, what can I say?
Yeah.
There's a bit of the Phantasm music comes in that
I
scene.
assumed that's what you were
Yeah,
gonna
it comes
go.
in
Yeah.
as he's telling them.
Yeah, because this definitely feels very Phantasm-y.
Phantasm light.
Phantasmic.
Yeah. No, that's a different thing.
I know,
that's where you were yesterday.
That was where I was yesterday.
Did you go to Phantasmic yesterday?
No, we left early. Because remember, we were going to record yesterday.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. And you were sung hungover.
Yes.
And I was just standard
I'm
hungover.
a lovely shade of bright pink at the moment because someone forgot to give me sunscreen at Disneyland. Thanks, Mom.
Oh. I thought it was like, oh, that was me.
No.
I didn't pack your
other
sunscreen.
villain of this podcast.
That's not nice. She's
That's
a lovely
not.
lady.
I love you, Mom.
I've met her. She's a delight. She listens.
I know.
Probably not to this part, though.
No, she sped through this already.
That's totally understandable. I don't blame her.
Yeah, so Bruce proposes. I noticed the green eyes, and that's when I'm like, oh, this is the poison ivy thing.
Yeah. And then we get to the actual wedding itself at Way Manor. Did you happen to catch some of the little cameos?
I did.
Oh my God,
Etrigan
he
was in
finally
there.
caught something. Who did you catch?
Etrigan was in the background.
Yeah.
Not Zendaya.
Xanadu
No.
was there.
What's her face? Zatanna was there.
Zatanna, Dr.
And I
Leslie
think-
Tompkins was in the
Yep,
background,
yeah.
as were Hamilton Hill and, of course, Jim Gordon.
Mhm.
Who I guess, I don't know if he and Bruce ever really spent any time together, but one presumes he's there because Barbara's there,
Yeah.
one would think.
Mm-hmm.
Who else was there? Apparently Dr. Joan Leland was back there somewhere, which I didn't catch. Summer Gleason. I like this too. Jack Ryder was actually right up in the front. Jack Ryder being the creeper.
Yes.
Yes, but I mean, I feel like that was kind of like a setup for the next episode. And then Lucius Fox is obviously there. Also, I missed this, but apparently Kirk Langstrom and his wife Francine were in there somewhere too. Oh, wait, I forgot. He's like the one, other than the ventriloquist, he's like the one Batman villain that actually got a happy ending. Aw.
Yeah.
It can happen.
Yeah.
I think technically the Penguin almost counts. Not a happy ending, but...
I mean, just not villainous.
Yeah, he's not in jail.
Yeah,
he's not in jail anymore.
I mean, that's as happy as you can get in Gotham.
That's something, yeah.
If you're not a billionaire, being not in jail is the happiest.
As happy as you can possibly be. I also liked too that I mean, this is to be expected, but that Dick was his best man. It's only really implied because they're up at the head table together.
Yeah.
Wait, does that mean was Barbara maid of honor?
I assume so.
That doesn't make sense.
I mean, it's the same way that I'm man of honor in my friend's wedding.
Well, no, maid of honor would have been for Susan.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess maybe there's only there was only 4 up at the top of the table, right? 4 seats.
Was Alfred not in his wedding party?
Well, no,
Bruce.
He was too busy working the wedding. Obviously,
Bruce, how could
he
you?
was hanging out
Your own father
in the office waiting for a phone call to come in.
It's true.
Someone had to stand by the phones.
Someone, yeah. Bruce.
What,
Shame.
You know what?
Bruce.
Oh, actually, hang on. It was probably no, because it was Veronica married Michael. Michael was friends with Susan. So either she didn't have a maid of honor, or maybe it was actually going to be Veronica, but because she never showed up.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe that's why she wasn't there. I'm going to give that the benefit of the doubt and say that's who was the maid of honor, and that Barbara was just up there as Dick's date.
Yeah.
Because she's not yet dating Bruce.
Thank God.
Yeah.
That'd be a horrible decision by the writers.
Yeah. But I liked that they made that small gesture to have that be a thing. Just because if you think about it, well, obviously, if Bruce were to get married, well, depending on where he is in his relationship with Dick would be the best man. If they're still talking, he would be the best man.
Yeah.
Which is pretty fun. I had another question for you.
Should Clark have been there? Was that your
Of course
question?
not.
'Cause that's my question.
Oh, no. Well, why would he be there?
He could be reporting it.
But, I mean, well, here's the... I guess. Because he wouldn't invite Lois, obviously. Because that's just like...
But Lois
like
knows.
salt to the wound.
Yeah.
But that's like, oh, hey, Lois. Remember how we had like this whirlwind romance and we're both still in love with each other, but we can't be together?
Yeah, because I wouldn't give up Batman for you. Well, I'm giving up Batman.
I'm giving up Batman for this chick that I met 24 hours ago.
Yeah.
Welcome to the wedding. So I mean, I suppose Clark could have been there. Maybe Clark was hanging out somewhere in the background.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's assume Clark was there and he had to leave to go like save a kitten from a train or something.
Yeah. Do you think Talia was watching from a window? Just being very spiteful, like
yo,
having the blow dart ready.
She absolutely was just out there just sharpening a sword.
Yeah.
Take her out.
Yeah, like during the toast, you hear this like shing.
You know, I think Talia would be sharp enough to know what was actually going on.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, she's pretty shrewd that way. I feel like she would have been like, you know what? I don't have to worry about this. He's going to figure out.
Bruce doesn't date anyone with green eyes.
No. That chick's a plant.
She's clearly a plant person.
Clearly a plant. No, what I was going to ask you is, do you think Bruce drank at the wedding? Because Bruce never drinks because he's always quote unquote on duty. But if he is basically considering giving up being, what?
Sorry, did you? One more tangent for the next minute.
Why not?
Did you see the police officer that accidentally fired his gun into a crowd because it was somewhere in Colorado? I don't think it was a police. I think it was an FBI agent. Even better. Exactly.
Wow. Okay.
He was doing a dance off with a crowd of people, and he did a backflip. And mid backflip, his gun fell out of his pants, and when he went to grab it, he accidentally fired it into a crowd.
Okay, I thought that when the gun fell out of his
right,
when it fell out of his belt, it was gonna hit the ground and go off. But no, it's when he went to go pick it up.
Yeah, when he scrambled to pick it up.
Did he shoot somebody?
Yeah, he shot someone in the leg.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
it's
America. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, at least did he complete the backflip at least?
Yes, he did. He did land the backflip.
He stuck the landing.
He stuck the. I mean, it was.
But
it
he
wasn't
failed in the follow through.
It wasn't a great landing. He did land a little crouched, but I'll give him the benefit of the doubt because he probably saw his gun on the ground mid backflip. You know, he probably saw he was going to lose this dance battle. And he's like, last resort, shoot the guy I'm dancing against. Not fatal, just to end his dancing career. I'll take away the one thing he can't replace, his dancing leg.
Do you think that in doing so he accidentally created a supervillain who's now going to go around, and because his dancing career was ruined, he's going to slowly ruin the lives of all the dancers who like surpassed him?
Yes, he's going to be the Fairly Odd Parents villain, the Bronze Kneecap.
Oh my god!
If you didn't know, there was an episode where you saw all of the Crimson Chintz villains, and they're all like obscure body parts.
Okay, it was the bronze kneecap.
The bronze kneecap, the titanium toenail.
Yes.
The iron lung.
Oh, that one's so good.
Yeah. Oh, what were the rest of them? I don't, because I remember they all came together to make like an anti-Voltron.
Oh, that's right.
I have to look it up. You keep talking about the episode.
Crimson Chin and Cleft the Wonder Boy.
Yes, the Boy Chin Wonder.
Fuck off.
Come on.
Okay. So, but the reason that Veronica doesn't show up is that she discovers that Michael has leaves going out of his chest.
Mm-hmm.
And if I've ever seen a PSA for getting your chest waxed, this is it.
H2 Olga. I forgot about her.
Oh, H2 Olga. Just a camera. Always wax your chest.
Yes.
My next note is, well, that was inevitable. What the fuck does that mean?
I don't remember. Okay, so I'll stop looking at the bronze kneecap.
I'm assuming it had to do with just the fact that it was poison ivy.
Well, when does he rip his skin off? Because that was like, I liked the design of the plant character.
Oh, okay. That he poison ivy rips the skin off when they're at her lair.
Okay.
Because the skin flaps land in front of Robin and he gets all grossed out by it.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, that was my question. Wasn't this pretty much the same story she had in her last episode of BTOS, where she made a plant family?
It's pretty damn similar.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess in that context, it was her trying to go straight. And
Yeah.
This time, yeah, it's very similar. I guess that established the fact that she can make these like plant creatures.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then all of them, they all getting the costume. Oh, okay. They all go out onto the yacht because they're doing like this big group honeymoon sail.
Yeah,
and so
all just rich people.
It's all the Gotham socialites and their plant spouses.
Mm-hmm.
And their
splouses.
What?
Splouses. Plant spouses.
Oh.
Stop.
Sproutses?
That's better.
Yeah.
We'll go with that one.
Great forced pun. But yeah, they're all the significant others, all the socialites are talking about like, oh yeah, they all have green eyes and they all like they're all super easy.
Yeah,
and
they're all
like
perfect
fell in
for
love.
me.
And yeah, so basically the trick is that all the lures, we'll call them whatever you want, the sirens, whatever, were covered in pheromones, and then we're also like specifically designed to cater to the wants of all the people around them. So for Bruce, it was someone who was basically accommodating.
Yeah.
To him. And we're okay with his crazy lifestyle.
Yeah.
But I had a note because we're always talking about how a lot of these episodes are like PSAs, and beyond being a PSA for getting your chest waxed, there's a line in it where someone, I think it's Susan, says like, "Oh, relationships aren't supposed to be easy," because the whole thing was that all the relationships are super easy, so everyone fell in love so quickly.
Yeah.
It's like, that's an interesting message to send to kids. Is that a positive message? I guess it is.
It's a real message.
Yeah, it's true. We got to keep these kids grounded.
Yeah.
In the real world.
And during these superhero shows.
And also teach them to suspect anyone they fall easily in love with because they're probably a plant person.
Yes. Look at their chest.
Yeah.
And make sure there's not vines growing out of it.
This is why I'm still single. I'm convinced.
Yes.
One of these guys is going to be a plant person.
Yeah. That's why I'm more attracted to everyone I have a fight with. This is what Batman taught me.
Also, it means I shouldn't date guys with smooth chests because then I don't know if they have like leave chest.
Exactly.
Hair. Yeah.
You need those burly bears.
All right, I'm heading to Silver Lake.
Yeah. Perfect.
To the Eagle.
I really want a story because I love, like I mentioned before, I love the design of the plant human.
Yeah.
I want a story where one of her Plant Monsters kind of gains sentience and decides that he wants to fight against Poison Ivy. The character sees that what he's made for is wrong, and he wants to try and do right.
Yeah.
So now he's trying to fight against his creator.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we've never had that exact story, have we? We've come a little bit close with My Silicon Soul.
Yeah.
With the robot Batman, and also I don't remember the name of it, but the Superman episode with Darcy, the robot, the Toyman creates.
I vaguely remember.
Yeah, it's like she creates like the supermodel who's a robot, and she's aware, but she goes villainous rather than like any sort of like noble or aspirational. But yeah, I guess that would have been an interesting story to do. I think maybe a little bit more interesting than this.
Yeah. Yeah, because this episode was not interesting. We do get a wonderful gruesome death scene.
Oh, that's always true.
Great.
All the melting plant people.
Yeah.
But even like Susan, because she gets trapped in the cabin as the ship is sinking, and like her body is decomposing as it's going down the ship, and it's actually pretty brutal.
Yeah.
But like I think my problem with this is that it's kind of an interesting idea, but what it was missing was an element of tragedy to it. Like if Bruce really did give up being Batman for love, when Robin shows up on the yacht and hands him the costume, there should be an element of tragedy there. We should feel that he is doing this kind of begrudgingly. Like he thought this was a part of his life that he would be able to get past, and the fact he has to go back to it breaks his heart a little bit.
Or at the very least, have the scene where he's like, because you see him just kind of abandon Poison Ivy.
Yeah.
Because he can't save her. I would have loved a scene where like you see Robin and Batgirl kind of finishing up the mess on the deck, and Bruce is trying to like break back into his room while the ship is sinking, and Robin has to pull him out, and you see him kind of like losing her.
Yeah,
like that. I think that would have been that emotional hook, because like he is still in love. Like the pheromones haven't worn off yet.
Right, and plus the whatever element of genuine connection he felt there too.
Yeah,
yeah. It could have been. It could have had a bit more of a like an emotional gut punch. But
I think that might have been too much of a gut punch for a kids show.
Yeah,
watching Batman like
watch his
wife die,
drown.
Yeah,
ostensibly. I mean, it's fine because we talked about this. This is basically just Phantasm light, and Phantasm is flawless. So
this is 20-minute Phantasm.
Yeah, exactly. We can always get back to that when we really want something good. But I mean, it's fine.
It's not the worst.
No,
it's got a great scene, one great scene where Batman quits being Batman.
Yeah,
and that was it.
That's pretty much it. It's fine. It basically works. But you, if I recall, were pretty excited though about Beware the Creeper.
Yes.
Now,
I remember the very first episode we recorded, we said who our favorite side characters were.
Shit, yeah.
And I said the Creeper.
Now, where did your love from the Creeper come from? Did you see this episode before?
I'd seen snippets of this episode before.
Okay.
And he makes an appearance. I think he's like in the background of a Justice League episode.
Oh, that's right. I think he is. I meant to look that up actually.
Yeah, and there's something about his design which I've always loved. It's so weird and wacky, and it's something
that like good look.
That like a 4-year-old drew.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, and I love it. It's like it's basically half Spawn, half Joker, with a good guy inside.
A little bit. It reminds me of Freakazoid a bit.
Yes.
Too.
Yeah, I think that's why I love it so much, because I love Freakazoid. And he has that. It's the same voice. Doesn't Jeff Bennett do Freakazoid? No, who does Freakazoid? Someone else does.
I don't remember. I mean, I was looking up Jeff Bennett on my laptop before it crapped out, and I didn't get a chance to go through because I mean he's
everyone.
He's a voice actor. He's done absolutely everything. I think I'm trying to remember if he has any other appearances.
Paul Rugg is Freakazoid.
He later joined the Justice League. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot that Jack Ryder actually appears in other episodes as Jack Ryder. Because this lists him as being in Cold Comfort, Joker's Millions, and Over the Edge as part of the Hallucination.
Yeah,
I forgot that
he's just like a news reporter.
Yeah, I forgot he was in all those. But then he has cameo appearances in 4 episodes of Justice League Unlimited. So he does come back around, which is cool. Because that's the difference. He's basically like, what if the Joker were a crime fighter?
Yeah, that's exactly what he is. That's awesome.
It is pretty good, yeah. And you're right. It is. Oh my god, it really is an amazing look.
Mm-hmm.
He has the yellow skin,
The green and black.
the green and black
speedo,
which is fantastic,
and the gigantic boa.
The bow, and I love that he has like the matching gloves and like socks.
Yeah, well,
to
he
go
has
with
to.
it. What I also love too is that when he has his cameo appearances, that's how he appears, right? With the whole look. So he kept all that stuff.
Yeah,
which is fantastic.
Well, in this version, can he go back? Because in the comics, he has a very different story.
Yeah, well, in this, yeah, because at the end of the episode, he's got the patch on, and it.
Oh, that's right.
It
Yeah, I
cures
forgot
him.
about
So
the patch.
yeah, I mean, so it.
But he does take it off.
Yeah, so maybe we don't know what happens to them. We don't know if eventually he just keeps it off permanently and stays that way, or if it's kind of like almost like a reverse version of Our Man, where he like stops taking the drugs to revert back. We don't know what happens to him from that point on. We just know that he keeps being the creeper.
Right.
So
yeah, amazing episode. So it starts with Jack Ryder doing kind of like a 60 minutes on the Joker origin. So it's the seventh
anniversary. Yeah. So which is, again, I guess.
So timeline wise, not in series timeline, but like when did this episode come out?
This came out in 98.
Okay, so it would have been 6 years.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess theoretically that could hold up.
Mm-hmm.
That it could have been roughly a year before the events of BTOS.
Yeah.
The Joker became the Joker.
Mm-hmm.
Maddie, tell us if we're right on that.
Yeah.
So I know you know.
Let's get that Joker timeline.
They've probably done a video on it, actually.
I'm sure they did. I saw they just posted a...
Static Shock one.
Yeah,
I haven't watched it yet.
This.
I know.
We're sorry.
Oh, no, we're terrible, terrible friends.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know them. You're the bad friend.
I mean, I'm the villain. We've established
I'm the bad friend through connection.
Only by proxy.
Only by proxy am I a bad person.
It was kind of fun to see in that like 60-minute segment the number of Easter eggs. So I mean, one, I think timeline-wise, if it holds up, that's kind of a fun thing too. Is that like it would roughly hold up with the timeline of the actual show in the real world. That it references him being part of the Valestra mob, and so we see the old photo of him with Sal Valestra, Chucky Saw, and Buzz Bronski.
Yep,
at it.
Good job.
Back in the day. That it all, when we see that reenactment of him falling into the vat, it looks very much like the 89 film. And Batman is dressed like his original comic appearance.
Yeah.
With like the weird ears and the emblem and everything. But the whole look of it feels very of that movie.
Mm-hmm.
I did think it was interesting that
the chemical plant is still open, because I find that very interesting.
One, the chemical plant is still open, but also two, that he would be doing that live.
Yeah.
Like, those are like very like highly produced segments. You go out and you shoot them on location, you go back and you edit them, and then you put them out there.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it has to be live for it all to work. But
kids don't know how this works.
No.
TV is all real for them.
It's so real.
It's still real for me.
I also loved it too because the three Joker goons are obviously
that's my favorite
modeled
part.
off of the Three Stooges.
Larry, Joe, and Curly.
Did you happen to see who voiced all three of them?
Yes, I did.
Oh, good man.
I did. It was what's his name? It's Fry from Futurama. His name is
not East, but
Adam West.
Adam West, famous voice of Fry from Futurama. Also Zoidberg.
Yep. Professor
Farnsworth.
Yep.
Zach Brannigan.
Yep. Billy West.
Billy
Idol.
He gets there eventually.
Yes.
So
famous voice actor Billy Idol makes his grand appearance.
Yeah. I feel like Billy Idol probably would have been a pretty good voice actor. He's got a good voice.
He does.
I mean, he wouldn't be able to have that sort of range, I think, quite like the great Billy West.
I love Billy West. I'm sorry I forgot your name.
But yeah, I mean, I love that he voiced those guys. And they none of them really talked very much. But I mean, that must have been so much fun for him just coming in and doing.
But when they do talk, it's definitely
it's dead on
the Three
for those
Stooges
characters.
version.
It's a really fun little bit they did there.
They also got beat up. Like, I don't usually keep count of how often the goons get beat up, but they got beat up 3 times in this episode, and they weren't in the final act.
Oh, they weren't.
Yeah, because Batman beats him up in
at the chemical plant.
At the chemical plant.
Creeper beats them up
at the pool house.
Yeah.
And then Batman beats them up right after that.
That's true. Man, rough life. But I mean, they signed up to work for the Joker.
Yeah.
What did you expect?
I know. There was a Three Stooges crossover. Oh, sorry, wrong show. I was thinking of the Scooby-Doo movies of the 70s.
Did they do a Three Stooges episode?
They did. Yeah, Three Stooges.
Man.
Yeah. Because I remembered, because I saw Batman in the art style, and I saw the Three Stooges in the art style, and I forgot there was a character in the middle there.
There's Scooby-Doo. I love those, though, man.
They're so good.
Yeah, Batman.
So good.
Harlem Globetrotters.
There were 4 Harlem Globetrotters. They were the
I
biggest
believe it.
cameo. Was
I
Harlem
mean, I feel like
Globetrotters.
Don Knotts must have been right behind them. I feel like he did a few of them, right?
He was 3.
Mama Cass, I remember, because the whole bit about her was she was just constantly eating.
Mm-hmm.
She got along real well with Shaggy in that regards.
It was the comedy duo of the
Laurel and Hardy.
Yes,
Was that actually it?
I think so.
I mean, 'cause Abbott and Costello have been.
It wasn't Abbott and Costello. It was before Abbott and Costello. They were kind of at the butt end of the silent era, going into the talkies.
I think that would have been Laurel and Hardy then, right?
I think it was.
Pretty sure
it was like a big guy with a bowler hat.
Yeah,
If that's that.
but that might be Abbott and Costello.
It was not Abbott and Costello because I know them.
What do they look like?
Uh,
I have the
less-
internet right here. I can just look it up, but
Abbott
this is
and
an audio
Costello
medium,
are
so
less like not unique, but less like stereotype comedy duos.
okay. It was Laurel and Hardy. Like one was the big guy with the little bowler hat, and the other one was
Mhm.
like scrawny and
Yeah. Tall and scrawny.
bow-legged or something.
I don't remember.
I loved those though.
Yeah. Abbott and Costello, I don't think had any like outstanding physical features from what I remember.
What are the actual good Scooby-Doo shows? I mean, obviously it's Scooby-Doo, Where Are You, the original, and the Scooby-Doo movies.
Scooby-Doo movies of the 70s, yeah.
That's kind of it, though, isn't it? Aren't most of the rest been pretty crap?
Pup Named Scooby-Doo, great.
Oh, I did love.
Can't get past that
Should we
one.
just do that as a podcast?
Hmm?
Should we just do that as a podcast?
Yeah,
Should we just abandon
why
the
not?
DCAU and just do a Pup Named Scooby-Doo
You
episode?
can call it the Red Herring. Yeah.
I'm on board.
What's New Scooby-Doo is pretty good. That was when Bowling for Soup did the theme song.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it was amazing. Was
Yeah.
it Bowling for Soup? Was it Blink-182? It was Bowling for Soup.
Was it?
No, because Bowling for
Was
Soup
it Bare
did...
Naked Ladies? No, it wasn't the Bare Naked Ladies.
No, I think it was Blink-182. No.
I think you're right. No, I think it might have
because
been.
Bowling
Yeah.
for Soup did American Dragon. Yeah,
Oh,
I
American
think
Dragon,
it was.
Jack Long.
It was either I think it might have been Blink-182.
That's amazing. I remember that being pretty good. I think didn't Matthew Lillard do the voice of Shaggy in all those? I feel like at a certain point he started doing the voice. He was a great Shaggy.
He was.
We've talked about this.
Yes.
Those movies are brilliantly cast.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God. The second one is so much better.
Opening Simple Plan almost.
What is Simple Plan?
Simple
do?
Plan was like the.
What was their one hit wonder? What was their one hit?
Oh God. No, Addicted was Blink-182. What's My Age Again was Blink-182.
I love Blink-182. I
Um,
still love Blink-182.
Here I go. No, that's Sum 41.
I mean, to be fair, it's hard to differentiate all those very equivalent bands on the spot.
Simple Plan. What didn't they date? Avril Lavigne.
They collectively, all of them
Didn't
dated.
the lead singer date Avril Lavigne? Or was
know.
that?
No, what didn't Pete Wentz marry Avril Lavigne at one point? The head of he was lead singer of Fall Out Boy. Didn't they get married? Were they married?
I don't remember. No, they weren't married.
They dated, I thought.
I think so.
Oh wait, no. Am I thinking of Ashley Simpson? Did Pete Wentz marry?
That sounds closer.
sounds right.
Hold on. No pads, no helmets, just balls. I remember that album.
I wonder if the boys of the DCO Watchtower can help us with this too.
I'm just a kid. That was
I'm
it.
just
No,
kidding.
Addicted. Addicted was Simple Plan because there was.
Okay. With the song Addicted?
Yeah,
was
because
that
the
song?
record producer said they couldn't put the word dick in a song. And so the song is I'm a dick, I'm addicted to you.
Oh, I vaguely recall this.
They also did Perfect, which was kind of their like ballad because we lost it all, nothing lasts forever. I'm sorry, I can't be perfect
Okay.
because it's just too late. I'm sorry, I can't go back now. I'm sorry, I can't be perfect. Can you guess what song I sang in my shower all through my high school?
Madonna. Everything by
Madonna,
Madonna.
yeah,
Yeah.
you got
4
it.
Minutes was your favorite.
Mhm.
Personal favorite featuring Justin Timberlake.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah. I'm Just a Kid was their big song.
Okay.
Because I'm just a kid and life is a nightmare. I'm just a kid. I know that it's not fair. Nobody cares because I'm alone in the world. How can everyone have more fun than me? There we go. Okay, I'm done.
Thank you for that.
Yes. So where were we?
We feel much more complete.
Lemon
We're at
Curly.
Ace Chemicals.
Yes.
Where the Joker is there to fuck with Jack Ryder and throw him into the same chemicals that made him the Joker.
Mhm. And like,
but he's also
drowns him in it.
Yeah, pretty much. But he also got hit by the laughing toxin and then
Yes.
put in there. Which I did think, one thing I did find interesting was, so obviously in that fight, I feel like someone accidentally triggers the drain on the vat, but basically it's sending Ryder out to sea.
Mm-hmm.
And so Joker has a moment where he's like, oh, you can either save Ryder or catch me, which is smart because Batman will pretty much always choose to save a person.
Yes.
Do you think he should have just gone after the Joker?
Well, he has a sidekick. So be like,
Yeah.
Robin, go get the guy in the drain. I'll get Joker.
Yeah, that would have been a good idea.
Yeah.
Because then it solves all the problems that happen after this.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Batman.
I know.
He was probably just a little fucked up off the fumes.
Well, then it would have been really sad because Harley would have been sitting in that pie for so long.
Yeah, we got to talk about that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
So, actually, but wait, before we get there, though, what I do love is, so Ryder comes out and he's immediately all weird and loopy.
Mm-hmm.
And he runs into someone on the street. And they freak out and run away. And I love it because he then says, okay, I love you, bye-bye.
Oh, no, he's not on the street. He gets scared by something and he jumps like 20 feet in the air.
Oh, that's right.
He's like,
He's up on
I like this. Yeah, and so he sees a girl in the window and he jumps.
Oh, that's
through
right.
a
Up into
window.
like apartment. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Then he does the, okay, I love you, bye-bye.
Yeah.
And I loved, anytime they do an Animaniacs reference, I get so excited.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Mindy.
Oh, so good.
And Buttons.
Buttons.
Oh, Mindy and Buttons. An absolute classic.
Oh, my God, they were so good.
But yeah, then so Ryder goes to Ditko's. Great reference, Steve Ditko there, the creator of Creeper.
Did you see the other reference in the windowsill? I only saw it because I read
The
it.
Question, right? Another Ditko creation.
Yep.
I love The Question.
I know, me too.
Mostly because of this universe.
Yeah, I was going to say he's one of my favorites in Unlimited.
Yeah. He, is it John C. McGinley who does the voice of...
That's a good question.
Dr. Cox from...
Oh, it might
Scrubs.
be.
I thought it was.
I don't know. We've learned in this episode already that I don't know any voices.
I'll look it up.
Pretty sure it was Billy Idol.
It was Billy Idol. Billy Idol as the Question. That is a great bit of weird casting that I feel like absolutely could have happened if the Question ever popped up in... If Batman and Robin had continued, that universe had continued, I totally could have seen Billy Idol showing up as the Question.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Just how long do we have to wait until it's Vin Diesel?
Oh, God. Hopefully forever.
In what universe is Vin Diesel on the same celebrity level as The Rock? And just like he's in everything from now on.
I mean,
because
I think The
dream
Rock
universe. That's the one I want to wake up.
The
in
Rock
one day.
will prevent that from happening. But also, if you stop and just look at the universe we live in now, it's not outside the realm of possibility.
I know.
That is the universe we deserve.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, so Ryder goes to Ditko's and picks out that fantastic green and black speedo.
Yeah.
That's not a bad cosplay costume, actually.
You can rock that at Comic-Con.
I can totally rock that at Comic-Con.
Do it.
I gotta spend a little more time at the gym.
Creeper and Speed Racer.
I mean, I love wearing a boa, so it's perfect. But what I thought was so interesting is he actually pays.
Yeah.
Because like that's how Batman
how
gets
they
the
catch
call.
him.
Yeah, it's like someone was just at Ditko's creating a scene. He used Jack Ryder's credit card, so he does the about face. But then yes, we jump over to the lair of Joker and Harley, and Joker walks in, and Harley is pulling a Marilyn Monroe and is inside of a giant pie.
Mm-hmm.
And
so good.
Even says, "Don't you want to try?"
Happy anniversary, Mr. J. Happy anniversary. It's so good.
You're swell and okay.
And then we learn a big fact about Harley. She can't cook.
Oh, that's right. She can't.
She can't bake.
I mean,
let's see the DC Watchtower. People know that little tidbit.
They know. They know everything.
Did they know that Harley is not a good baker? Don't think so.
Write in and confirm for us that you did.
Also, that pie was just all whipped cream, right?
Well, custard, one presumes.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I don't know my pies very well.
No.
I was a cake family through and through.
Well, I don't know my pies, obviously.
Stop it. We're done. We're not doing this conversation. We're ending the episode.
So, what I thought was interesting about this is there are some not parallels to Mad Love, but there's some similar things going on. We get a little bit of exploration of the relationship to Joker Harley.
Mm-hmm.
We get a very sexualized Harley hitting on the Joker.
Her her getting thrown out.
Her getting thrown out in the dirt. The hyenas. It's almost the exact same thing.
It's literally the same scene, just camera angle on the other side.
So we watched this in production order.
Mm-hmm.
But Mad Love was actually the last episode to air.
Oh, wow, really?
Which is interesting. Which actually, I
guess end on a banger.
I at one point considered structuring us such that we did that.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, slight spoiler alert, Judgment Day isn't great. It's definitely one of the weakest ones. And Mad Love is absolutely one of the best, if not, probably, one could argue the best of, certainly the new Batman Adventures. Do you think that this episode doesn't work quite as well because we have just seen Mad Love? We've just had an episode that deconstructs the relationship between Joker and Harley. Do you think this one doesn't work quite as well because of that? Like if we'd watched them in the way they aired in reverse order, do you think they would have worked a little bit better?
Yeah, I think Mad Love would have had more of an impact because we see that Joker uses Harley, but and we also see like that she's obsessed with him, but I feel like just getting like one more, especially one that close, would have been a really good impact. But I mean, for this episode, I didn't even really care about the relationship between Harley and Joker. I was just trying to figure out how they were going to tie that back into the Creeper.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I think...
Which I would have loved the other story of... I mean, my version of the episode would have been Harley gets kicked out and the Creeper starts hitting on her. So she, like, obviously beats him up, tries to make it stop. But then Joker gets jealous.
That would have been fun.
And so then she plays along with it.
Yeah.
And that would have been the story I would love to see.
But what I do like here is that Joker does get jealous, but that someone else is stealing his act. Because he wouldn't really care if someone was... I think there's like at least one moment where I feel like he got a little bit jealous about someone flirting with Harley. But he cares far more about someone like robbing his shtick. Yeah. Than anything else. It's such a fun idea.
Oh, and that's also the joke that... Was that in the episode, or did we just talk about that outside of the being too Riddler?
Oh, that was in...
Okay, that was in
Mad Love. Okay, he makes a joke like the death trap was too Riddler. I think for me, this episode, what makes it work is that it plays in a world where the Joker and Harley have their weird, fucked up relationship. And it works a little bit less if we've just broken that relationship down. And although we know that Harley's going to go back to the Joker at the end of Mad Love, that's a nice like button upon which to end their relationship for the universe. Yeah. Rather than having this followed up where they're just right back to where they were before. I think it does work a little bit better in reverse. But there were a few details to the rest of the episode that I quite enjoyed. I loved that the Joker tries to escape on a small world float. And they're throwing like the kids off the back of it to try and get away. I love that Robin is skiing on like a dolly behind a car, which is like the most 90s thing ever.
Easily.
Yeah. But no, I really like Beware the Creeper. Yes. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I highly recommend
Definitely on my short list.
It's on my short list too. Yeah. Absolutely. Which we'll get to in their entirety next week. So come prepared, Cameron.
We'll see.
And actually, if we will put out a reminder call before we record next week's episode. But if you guys have short lists, for those of you who love the DCAU as well, and if you have a short list for your favorite episodes from the new Batman Adventures, write to us.
Yeah, or even just like top 3 if you don't want to make a list of all of them.
Let's keep the pattern going. Top 5.
Yeah, top 5.
Top 5 episodes. But along those lines, before we get into Bat Plugs, should we do a little bit of letters?
Yeah.
Here, this is all.
What do we want to call it besides the letters?
I'm just calling it letters.
Let's call it like notes from friends.
Notes from. You fucking.
Sorry, notes from friends segment.
Okay, you know what? I'm okay with that. I named Bat Plugs.
Yeah.
And forever sets the path.
I'm trying to balance out the sexual innuendo.
All right. So in notes from friends, I'm pulling this from random places because again, my laptop was basically dead when I sat down. So I'm like a combination of iPhone and iPad. But we did get an email, actually a couple emails from Ashley Clark, aka Pretty Dang Nerdy. One of which was this from a while ago. We're only catching up on these because of our weird recording schedule. But talking to us, the first thing was about her thoughts on your and my different experiences with going to the movie theaters.
Okay.
After Infinity War, where I was livid and hate fans, and you were still like trying to still like going to movies. And she was saying how she's kind of in the middle. She's a little bit torn because she still loves going, but you can get really rude people. Maybe I did talk about this on air.
I think you familiar. I think you might have. But
she had a really terrible experience at a showing of The Quiet Place. Like a whole bunch of people showed up 15 minutes late and just like made noise through the entire thing, especially in that movie.
Yeah.
She also wants to know if either of us have seen the extended Batman vs Superman. Have you?
No.
I haven't either. But
sorry,
we've talked about
our disdain, and our movie theater experience for that one was also horrible.
We were way up in the front.
Well, I mean, the seating was fine. It was the people behind us who were doing like not commentary, but like adding their own sound effects during the fight scenes.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I think I was so traumatized by the rest of it.
You were so angry at that. You yelled at them.
I did get after them.
Yeah. Because it was like after the first fight scene between Batman and Superman, they were just like, oh shit, do it, Batman, oh shit,
yeah.
oh shit. And you turned around and was like, can you please shut the fuck up?
I don't think I said fuck.
That's in my mind. You did.
Okay. I mean, that happened to me again in Infinity War. The guys next to me were like talking all the way through. I'm like, hey, like, do you mind being quiet? And I'd like just tap you on the shoulder. He's like, don't you dare touch me. Like, don't touch me again. Like, he was like livid. I'm like,
yeah.
You can like, I legitimately thought he was just start picking a fight with me in the middle of the movie.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck is going on? Why do people suck so much?
So when you talked about that, I did think about this just now. The idea of like going, because I mean, I've been doing midnight premieres since late high school, and they've always been my favorite thing.
Same. It was up until recently they got really bad.
Yeah, and I think it's because the fan culture has changed so much. Where like back then, it was only the dedicated fans. Like those shows didn't sell out.
Yeah.
Because it was just like the hardcore people would be going to the midnight, because it was also midnight meant midnight.
Yeah.
Midnight showing didn't mean 7:30.
Thank God they're at 7:30 though. Can you imagine if we went to all these at midnight?
I'd still go.
In the middle of the week? I would fucking not.
I mean, I still love that feeling though.
Yeah, but I get up at 5:30 every day.
I know. But
it's exhausting.
I work from home, so I can still do it.
Fuck your face.
Yeah, back then it was just the biggest fans, and they knew when to cheer and they knew when to be quiet. It was that environment.
And I agree with you. I think I can pinpoint the start of that trend is The Dark Knight. Because The Dark Knight was the first movie I remember going to. There was a midnight movie where it was packed. Like the theater was absolutely packed. We had like a dozen of us all from high school going. Mm-hmm. So this was the summer after freshman year of college. It was like a little mini reunion for all of us. We're back home. We all went to see The Dark Knight, and we got there at 7 p.m. because like the line was that massive, and we didn't have reserved seating. Mm-hmm. The greatest thing ever created.
I miss.
But like, yeah,
I kind of miss those days though.
I mean, I kind
of as someone who shows up 30 minutes early still.
Yeah,
like it's just ingrained in me.
I do too, but I think it's a lot like college, where at the time it was great. I would never ever want to go back, right? But no, like my first movie I saw at midnight was Casino Royale.
Oh wow, okay.
Wait, it may that's not true. It may have been 300.
Oh good, because I'm gonna say I'm also not proud of my first midnight premiere.
What was it?
Lords of Dogtown.
Right on.
Do you know the movie?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Is it good? I've never seen it.
I enjoy it. It's a horrible movie, but I really enjoy it. I did meet one of them, which is still very weird.
It's very bizarre.
But it was all just rowdy teenagers.
That makes sense.
I was 12. I was 11 or 12 at this premiere because I went with my cousin Connor, and his dad was supposed to be with us. Sorry, Mom, if you don't know this part of the story. And Curtis just dropped us off and said he was going to pick us up later.
I mean, you didn't want to be there. You didn't want to be staying up that late.
No. So the weird thing was, it's still my only experience with this. The audience was so rowdy that they paused the movie, and employees came in. It's like, you need to shut up, or we're gonna kick you all out.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I wish the El Capitan would do that.
Oh my God, I know. Well, I mean, they weren't like being rowdy for the movie. They were all just like talking to each other and throwing popcorn. And I thought like, this is what midnight movies are like. Everyone is having fun, and we're throwing popcorn at each other. And,
Nope.
and like, if I was in that experience now,
Nope. I know. You'd be livid.
Yeah, I could not handle it now.
I am all for the super waspy version of doing the midnight screening. Everyone's sitting there silently. On some level, maybe hopefully enjoy the movie, but no one's saying a goddamn thing. But no, I have to say though, seeing Casino Royale at midnight was like the greatest thing
I'm
ever.
sure.
I mean, the huge James Bond fan that I am, and how amazing that movie. It's still amazing, but like seeing that movie for the first time, I went and turned around and saw it again that evening with some more friends. I actually fell asleep through part of it because I was so damn tired from being up till 3 o'clock in the morning.
How dare you? You're not a true fan.
I mean, I did watch 2 James Bond movies this weekend.
Not a true fan.
But no,
I did that with one film, and I'm not proud of that one either.
So to jump back a little bit, but yeah, Ashley, she's kind of in between the two of us. But in regards to Batman vs Superman extended cut, we have talked about doing like a series reviewing all of the DC theatrical films. So you haven't seen a lot of them. Basically, all the Superman
just the good ones.
all the Superman movies. But I've never seen Green Lantern.
Yeah,
and I'd be kind of curious to revisit some of these ones that I really hate. And I think if we were to do this when we hit Batman v Superman, I think I'd recommend we do the extended cut because we've never seen it, and I've heard it does slightly improve upon it. But Ashley also wrote in to talk to us about Deadpool.
Oh, what are her thoughts?
And she says, Chris, thank you for voicing exactly what I was thinking about the fridging of Vanessa. I guess spoilers for Deadpool 2.
Yeah, whatever.
But I mean, so this is her still writing. I mean, seriously, they had no idea it was a trope. It was a cowboy movie trope way before Kyle Rayner. Have they never seen The Searchers? I'm sure there was something earlier, but that was the first one to come to mind. Thank you again. Ashley, I still wholeheartedly agree with you. That still really bothers me about that movie, actually.
Yeah.
Like, it bothers me enough to actually seriously undercut my enjoyment of it.
Yeah.
I think I probably would have given that maybe 4 stars if that hadn't been a plot point. It still got 3 because I found it enjoyable, but it really, really bothered me they did that.
Mm-hmm. I know, because like I know.
It's just that franchise is supposed to know better.
I know.
That particular creative team is supposed to know better.
Yeah.
You know, and like, I mean, also consider it, one of the, you know, the director is David Leitch. And although John Wick uses that formula, it chooses to do the dog rather than the wife. And the wife was already dead, but like that just further sets up his mental state to begin with.
Well, did he also do Atomic Blonde? Or was that the other one?
He did do Atomic Blonde.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because Chad Stahelski did...
Also opens with someone dying.
Yeah, the boyfriend.
Yeah.
And then, I guess, spoilers for Atomic Blonde.
Yeah, fuck that.
The girlfriend also dies at one point, probably
Yeah.
through. But is that really a girlfriend? It's
Just a
just
fling,
a love,
a lady
love
friend.
interest. But
Mhm.
yeah. I guess, is that slightly better because it's a same-sex relationship? Or is it slightly less bad?
No.
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 But, like, if they had killed off a male character, I don't know if it would have had the same effect.
I don't think it would.
Which I mean, that's a weird thing to say. Like, it's bad to be like, that's basically just playing into the trope of like, oh, like we're more emotionally connected female characters.
Yeah.
But
I mean, we can play the double standard card for days.
yeah,
That's also a big thing in the news right now, which is dumb.
Oh god.
Well, I mean, Demi Lovato did some. I mean, I don't want to bring it up because it's like.
I didn't even know Demi Lovato did something, and I don't care enough to want to get into it.
No, yeah. If you care, she tweeted like her prank. I'll say what the prank is, and then we'll
what's the dumbass prank?
Someone tweeted at her like, "Oh, what's the funnest prank you've done on tour?" She's like, "Oh, when I was in Vegas, I bought a prostitute and sent it to her male bodyguard's room, and gave her a key card to his room. So the prostitute just like barged into her bodyguard's room and attempted to do sexual things."
Okay, I mean, that's just dumb. It's just really dumb. But
Yeah, but like the double standard is like you could in no way ever do that into a girl's room.
no, it'd be really fucked.
Yeah, it wouldn't be funny.
Yeah.
With a guy, it's like humorous.
Well, so okay.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about
No,
it.
no, hang on. Well, and I think this relates to a lot of stuff we've talked about before, but I think it gets down to the difference between equality and equity. Mm-hmm. This is something we were talking about at work. I may have mentioned on the podcast, actually. I forget.
I think you told me about. I don't remember.
Yeah. So the idea is that equality is everyone is treated equally. Equity is the acknowledgement that equality does not exist in that format now. So equity is the balancing of how people are treated to adjust to the fact that not everyone is treated equally. Mm-hmm. So, this is why like for example, you got to be careful like how you cast your villains, for example. So like I was on Sam's podcast. I did a remake, and we were talking about casting Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
And I threw out Mahershala Ali, who I think would be an amazing fucking Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
And Sam's point was, although that is, when you cast colorblind, a great casting choice, there's an argument to be made that it's another white hero with a black villain, and that in the optics of the world right now, that's not actually the best message to send necessarily. And so that's what it comes down to. Like, if everything was all treated from a form of equality, then that wouldn't be a big deal. But because it's not, that's when equity comes into play, and you have to make concessions. Like, okay, well, maybe that's not the best idea.
Yeah.
It's also like why you shouldn't just kill off all the female characters, equality, equity. So it gets to that a little bit.
Yeah. These are the tangents we go on when we haven't talked for a week.
I know. Okay, I'm going to burn through some more of these. Okay. Ashley also messaged us on Instagram because we advertised we were doing the Creeper.
Yeah.
And she said that I guess she used to call one of her students the Creeper because he was always randomly hunched over like that. So that was pretty good.
Amazing.
And then also on Instagram from that same post, DC Anime Universe commented that their 5-year-old daughter's 2 favorite Batman episodes are Beware the Creeper and Love as a Croc.
Great episodes.
Those are great episodes. Absolutely. Yeah. But we love it when you guys write in.
Yeah, we really appreciate it.
And Squinty Rizzo said the Creeper deserved more episodes, which I completely agree with.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Give him a mini-series. Give him a series called Freakazoid.
Freakazoid. Hang on, I'm going to try and do some more of these. We're just going to drag this episode out because, again, it's been way, way, way too long since we've done it. So, and then actually Cameron Miller wrote to me, too, also on Instagram, our friend from
I remember.
I know. Cameron remembers things sometimes.
Sometimes.
Cameron,
I remember if it's the same name, if
Cameron
it's the same name as me.
remembers other Camerons.
Yes.
But we were talking about Green Lantern not too long ago.
Yes.
It's sort of long ago now at this point. But he said that if you're starting to get into the Blackest Night, another recommendation is Green Lantern Rebirth, Sinestro Corps War, and then Blackest Night. He said that's a good order to read in.
Yeah, Sinestro Corps. Yeah, the Sinestro Wars were pretty good.
Because that's when he forms the Sinestro League, which is all based off of the Yellow Lantern Fear, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's right before, if I remember correctly, that's right before they opened it up to all the other colors.
Oh, okay.
Or I think that might be the ending of it. I don't remember. But yeah, I remember it being just Sinestro.
Okay. I know.
Yes.
I need to read all those. There's a lot of things I need to read, actually.
I used to have Rebirth. I think my former roommate has it now. Not Rebirth. Sinestro Corps Wars.
Okay.
But I'll check my shelf. I don't remember what's on there.
That'd be good to read. And then a couple other quick ones off of the Twitter. So it was really cool. Maddie Washburn did a Follow Friday, and he listed a whole bunch of other like Twitter accounts people should follow, just like personal people he knew, and then also some podcasts, and he referenced us.
Oh, thanks.
I know, which is always really sweet. Yeah, he mentioned also, obviously, DC Watchtower, the Batman Beyond pod, which I need to listen to that, actually. I haven't yet. Yeah, it's Above and Batman Beyond.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
Is it? Do they talk about Batman Beyond while listening to the band Above and Beyond?
Guys, if you don't, you should steal that. You absolutely should steal that.
Just playing softly in the background.
Yeah. So he mentioned those, World's Finest, DCAU Resource, the DCAU Review, who's basically doing the same thing we are. They don't seem to be going in order, though. They seem to be jumping around.
Oh, that's interesting.
But also, I can't listen because I'm afraid they're going to be a lot better than us.
Oh, they will definitely be better than us. I think everyone that does this is better than us.
Absolutely everyone.
Because we've been talking for what, over an hour, and maybe 20 minutes is good content?
Yeah.
And it's all of our tangents.
Yeah, and then also Arkham Sessions. I think you referenced once before, where it's like the two psychologists talking about talking about all the different. Yeah, I need to listen to that. And then the BTAS podcast, and that person actually like gets some of the creatives on to talk about stuff. So other good podcasts.
Yeah, if you guys want to listen to better versions of
better, yeah, if you want to listen to better shows than ours, go check those out. I'm not going to put all these in the episode notes. It'll take me goddamn forever. But actually, there's also a bit of conversation going because there's a Batman the Animated Series board game coming out, and so there's talking about maybe trying to get all of the like DCAU people together for
Comic-Con.
a live stream. I asked about Comic-Con who was going because that'd be really fun to try and get whoever is going together. But this would be a live stream of us all playing that game.
When does the game come out?
I'm not sure.
Okay, because I was gonna say we can do that at Comic-Con.
Yeah, but I mean, I know. I don't think the DCAU guys are going.
Boo.
Well, I mean, they're like in North Carolina and Oregon. Like, it's far.
Boo.
It's far.
No excuses.
I've turned you into a villain. You've lived long enough to see yourself become the villain, Cameron.
No.
But no, we always appreciate you guys writing in. It makes it that much more fun. Otherwise, it'd just be the two of us.
Because it's a conversation, guys.
Nattering on back and forth. But should we do bat plugs now?
Let's do it.
Finally, at nearly the hour and a half mark.
What are you watching, listening, reading?
I am reading the third book in a trilogy that I started way back in like 2012.
Oh, wow.
And the first book is called The Damned Busters. And it's actually, I guess, it's not that different to Spawn in some ways. It's about this guy who basically accidentally summons a demon.
Okay.
And then decides to use that demon to take on superpowers and become a crime fighter. And so that's kind of what the first book is about, but then it starts to expand out into this broader world of like, what's this universe like when hell and heaven exist and there's demons, and each, like, the whole universe has been written numerous times in drafts. And so it incorporates like Jesus and the devil and all this other sort of stuff. So I'm on the third book, which is called Hell to Pay, which is, I'm about like a quarter of the way through, and it starts diving deeper into like what happens when you start to make contracts with the devil and stuff like that.
Okay.
It's pretty good, actually.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, it's fun. The author's Matthew Hughes. That's what I've been reading, and then I had a bit of a lazy weekend, and I watched both The Spy Who Loved Me and On Her Majesty's Secret Service, because I was listening to both of those soundtracks at work, and I forgot how amazing Marvin Hamlish's score for The Spy Who Loved Me is. It's just like, as pointed out in the James Bonding podcast, it's basically just the James Bond theme, but with a whole bunch of like Bee Gees, like notes ripped off and shoved in there.
That's amazing.
And a little bit of Jaws too, because it has like the da 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 da. Oh my god! But that the Lotus chase scene through Sardinia with the helicopter chasing him, the Hamlish score.
You're just making up words right now.
Claude Renoir as a cinematographer. It's all sumptuous. It's all beautiful.
I don't believe any word you just said was a
No
real
one
word.
should. No one should. Directed by good old Lewis Gilbert.
Yep.
Oh, God, I love that movie so much.
Which one is it?
The Spy Who Loved Me.
God, that's what I thought.
Roger Moore's best.
Is that
James Bond film.
So obviously that's the one that Austin Powers is parodying in The Spy Who Shagged Me.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the one with Barbara Bach, a.k.a. the future Mrs. Ringo Starr, as Major Anya Amasova of the KGB, a.k.a. Agent Triple X.
Ringo Starr narrated a cartoon that I just found out about. Which cartoon was that?
Yellow Submarine.
No, like a popular cartoon series.
Eat My Shorts,
Yep, that's the one.
which is not even a cartoon.
No, Salute Your Shorts was a cartoon.
That's what. No, Salute Your Shorts was a live action.
Yes. Sorry, yeah, you're right.
Eat My Shorts, is that a show?
It was not a show. That was Bart Simpson's catchphrase.
That is a cartoon. See, I was right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thomas the Tank Engine. He was the narrator in Thomas the Tank Engine.
What?
Yeah.
How fucking bizarre.
Isn't that so weird?
How bizarre is that?
Yeah, I was watching a video on on PBS, on
Okay.
old PBS shows, and they're like, "Oh yeah, and you can thank Ringo Starr for Thomas the Tank Engine."
Huh. That's
Yeah.
weird.
Isn't it?
Yeah. Is that what you've been watching? Is Thomas the Tank Engine?
I've been binging it, man. No. Since I am a character on this podcast, I needed some character development to progress my story.
I thought you meant caricature.
No, a character.
Sorry, we're basically self-parody at this point.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
So after months, and you maybe mentioned this a year ago, that I must read this comic.
Oh, right. Yeah, for
And
those
I have-
who skipped the solo spoiler special we did,
Yes.
you didn't hear this little bit of trivia, this little factoid, but
I
yes.
have finally read and finished New Frontier.
How amazing is it?
It's so I liked it. I really liked it. Here's my thing with it, and I don't know if I just don't read enough superhero comics anymore to know if this is the setup now. But it just felt like it was two acts. There was like it just felt like the beginning was super stretched out, and then it just kind of ended.
Hang on one second.
I'm sorry, Chris. I'm sorry he's leaving. Are you gonna throw it at me? Or do you need a barf bag? Oh, you have your machete. Oh, even better.
Okay, hang on. Okay. Now, Cameron, I'm going to let you keep talking.
I'm gonna pull the microphone back.
I'm going to let you keep talking, but be careful what you say.
No, I did enjoy it because
This thing is dull as fuck.
I know it is. So it's just gonna be.
It's not going to cut through. It's just going to.
It's just gonna whack me hard.
Yeah.
No, I enjoyed it because it's a Green Lantern Flash story, and I love those two characters.
Mm-hmm. and Martian Manhunter.
And Martian
An
Manhunter.
amazing story for Martian Manhunter.
I think his arc was probably my favorite.
I'd agree with that. I want that to be a movie. I want that roughly that arc.
Yeah,
to be
that'd
done
be
as
amazing.
As a film, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then have that Batman cameo.
Yes, I love the Batman cameo.
Yeah, I loved his arc. Hal's arc, I enjoyed it. I don't know. I either wanted more like PTSD, because we only have really like one panel of PTSD, and it seems to really haunt him, because that's like it's brought up 2 or 3 times, but I never feel like he's really impacted by it.
Well, I mean, he's on a suicide mission.
Yes.
The whole rest of this comic.
Well, I mean, the middle part isn't really this, because that's when he's still in training, and they're still making fun of him for being this, because when he's with Rick Flag and...
Well, they call him Timex, because like off the phrase about the watch, like it takes a licking and keeps on ticking or something like that. Like he's doing things that no one else has been able to like get through, and the reason that Flag pulls him was, one, the whole mission was a suicide mission.
Yeah.
But that he could see that Hal was on a death mission. Suicide mission.
I guess so. It was good. I just finished reading it like an hour before coming on the podcast.
So did you? Because
I loved the ending. I loved especially ending it with the JFK quote.
Oh, it's amazing.
That
was
so good.
The version you have has we talked about this, the annotations in the back, right?
Yes, I haven't had a chance to.
It's worth. And to be fair, like I loved it the first time I read it. Part of the reason being is I love that time period.
Yes.
I like that time period in general. I love anything that incorporates real world with like real history with fictional stuff, but also it's all space race, and like I grew up on all that sort of shit, so I fucking loved it. Like Chuck Yeager, the Balex one, all of that. But I think my love of it increased the more times I've read it and going through and like seeing the detail with which Darwin Cook pulled all these visual references, story references. So go through those. It might help.
Yeah, and there's also the version I have. It has 2 more chapters at the end, which I haven't gotten a chance to read.
Oh yeah, there's some bonus stuff in there. Yeah, which I think I read those when I bought that for you, because I never read them and I gave it to you.
Yeah, so I'm gonna read those.
Okay.
But yeah, I enjoyed it. It's good. It's really good.
It's very good.
Yes.
Yeah. Now we have just tons of other stuff for you to read.
Yes. And then my second plug.
I'll put the machete down.
Thank you. Now I can give you my real thoughts on it.
Your real thoughts.
So I watched, this won't be my plug, but it'll preface why I'm talking about this. I watched Action Point over the weekend, which is the new Johnny Knoxville film.
Oh, right, yeah.
About the theme park, based off a real theme park, Action Point. And there's an amazing, amazing video. It's like a 20-minute video on YouTube. I think it's called like What is Action Point? It's done by a creator named Dismal Land, who does a bunch of great videos about kind of theme parks around the world. But Action Point was this theme park that was around in the late 70s and 80s. That was just pure chaos, and it was basically run by teenagers who had nothing else to do in the summer. There were injuries upon injuries. I think 7 people died in the park, and I want to say 12 years of existing.
Oh my God.
It was just pure chaos.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to go into the whole thing because we've been talking for almost 2 hours now.
No.
Hour and 30.
Yeah.
But just watch the video, because I can't explain it as well as the video does.
Yeah.
But it's just such a fun story, and just hearing that something like, because especially now with all the helicopter parenting, hearing that something like this existed just a couple decades ago is so funny.
Yeah, I mean that's the 90s for you.
Yeah.
80s and 90s. Mm-hmm. It's a different time.
I know, and I even bring that up in the movie, but the movie does not give a good representation of it. Of the Knoxville series, I think it's probably at the bottom of my list, which is kind of sad. I mean, I loved Jackass films. So nothing is ever going to come close to those, except Nitro Circus. Nitro Circus was also great. You would like that one, because it's like the fun ideas of Jackass, but they actually land all the tricks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's kind of cool. That is a little better.
Yeah, there used to be a great documentary on Netflix about them that I think it's now been taken off.
Okay.
But yeah, so go watch the Action Point video. I'll send you the link.
Okay.
Afterwards, and then go read New Frontier
Because it's so good.
because I finally did it.
You finally did. I am actually genuinely impressed and thrilled that you read it.
I wanted to bring you like a full bag of surprises and say I watched Superman, but that's gonna wait another.
No,
couple
I think
months.
hold off on that.
Yeah.
Because again, we have some broader plans in play here.
Yeah.
Because it's at a certain point we're gonna have a long lull in the summer blockbuster releases.
Yeah.
So I think we might try and slot some of those in there. Because we've had people asking us, are we going to talk about the movies ever?
Yeah.
And I would really want to talk about the 1960s Batman movie. I really want to talk about
We
it.
can do it.
So.
We have the power.
We do. But yeah, I mean, I think you've listened to us drone on long enough at this point.
Yes. If you're still here, thanks a lot.
And if you
This is
skip
a
the middle
long one.
section, then welcome back.
Thanks, Mom.
And if you want to reach out to us and join our Notes from Friends
Yep.
section.
Well, I'll think of something better for next week.
Nope. It's done. It's there.
It's set. Oh,
It's Notes from
set in
Friends.
stone.
Our Notes from Friends section. You can reach us at Timm Talk Pod on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Gmail. I think
Yes.
Gmail is a good place for those like longer questions, like Ashley sent in.
Mm-hmm.
And otherwise, honestly, you're probably better off reaching out to us on Instagram because I barely ever
I
check.
found out Instagram Messenger has a letter like cap.
Really?
There's a word cap. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I hit it when I was trying to message someone.
Oh Jesus!
I was writing like a full essay.
It's like a little
Apparently.
novella, apparently. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, that's how you can find us. I am at Lordifer on Twitter, barely ever, but mostly on Instagram, also barely ever.
You can find my art at Cameron.Dexter. Chris, I finally got over my Space Mountain hump. So that animation is coming out soon.
You rode Space Mountain?
No, I've ridden it once
Yeah, I
before.
thought so.
No, that was the reason I stopped doing my Disney animations, was I couldn't figure out the Space Mountain.
figured it
animation.
out?
I figured it out yesterday.
Oh my God,
So
can't wait
it's
to
coming
see.
out this week. I'm so
Cannot-
excited for it
cannot
to
wait to
finally
see.
fucking come out.
It's gonna be a black screen. It's gonna be great.
It's just a black screen. It's like a very quick, just like one frame of someone
Yeah.
writing across. Yeah, if you want to see my art, it's at Cameron.Dexter. If you want to see my face, it's at CamDexter_adventures. And if you want to see my shirts, we have 2 new designs coming out in the next 2 weeks. They're secret, so you'll see them soon. You can find them at Core Memories Co. on
Yay!
Instagram. Yes.
We did it.
We did it. Thank you guys for listening.
Thanks, everybody.
Talk to you later.
All right. Oh, and yeah, and then for next week, Judgment Day and our short list. So
Yes.
write in, tell us what your favorite episodes are, and we'll talk about them a bit.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks,
everyone.
guys.
Bye.